6:09 p.m. June 7th. So a piece of this is these people are involved in some gambling ring, and they're trying to stay out of debt, and the way they do that is by committing crimes on me, which is crazy. Like for instance, one of the ways, and this is part of their slow, covert, community systematized murder. So everyone involved in their gambling ring is involved with murder and attempts of murder. One of the ways they, like for instance, when they lose bets, they commit crimes on me, and they try to get hired to commit crimes on me for betting manipulation. That's one of the ways they pay back their debt, is getting hired as one of these mind melder terrorists. Another thing they do is they try to sell me into experiments, but they sell themselves but use my coordinate. And these involve these new age neurosurgeries from satellites. They involve these implantation experiments. And then at the same time, they're trying to win a cancer bet and a murder bet. I mean, they call it a covert kill. So they slow, covert, community systematized murder involves all sorts of stuff, but one of the components of it is chipping. And they chip away at your brain with new age neurosurgeries and slowly damage your brain, but also fire radiation, ionizing radiation at your brain, trying to mutate your genome, causing brain cancer, as well as at other regions of your body. So these guys repeatedly go into debt, and then when they lose bets, they try to sell themselves, but they use my satellite coordinate to repeatedly beam radiation at me. This has gone on for 6 years and 7 months. Also, the satellite camera that can see me in my home is supposedly a radiation dispersal device that emits ionizing radiation as well. That's another component of their slow, covert, community systematized murder, where they're a bunch of sickos pretending to make a movie, and they're just watching me slowly be murdered. So that's a key piece of this. I've been reporting to the government for years. These guys are some real life psychopaths. But these kids keep lying for terrorists because they want to hang out with famous and rich people who are murderers. So they keep lying for murderers. That's a key piece of this. So they're accomplices to murder, but a piece of their gambling ring revolves around them manipulating bets, stealing from me, getting caught stealing from me, then going to some prison where they then arm them with weapons to commit more crimes on me. So that's a piece of their gambling ring too. These guys in Dallas, Houston, Woodlands, California, New York. And the U.S. government knows this. I've been reporting it for years. And then another piece of it involves stealing ideas from me so they can get out of prison for terrorism, which is just crazy. I don't know who the people are with more than criminal negligence investigating this, but these are some of the dumbest law enforcement agents in the world, or some of the biggest criminals in the world. But a big piece of their gambling ring is a key component of this slow, covert, community systematized murder. And they go into debt, and some of the ways they pay off their debts is stealing my ideas. Some of the ways they pay off their debts is committing crimes on me and getting hired. Another way is enrolling themselves in experiments, but then using my satellite coordinate and putting different devices in me. They call them implantable devices. And they fire ionizing radiation. And then I guess they're also trying to win a cancer bet to get out of debt, and a covert kill. They'll all get caught right now. It's in my mind. But yeah, everyone involved in their gambling ring, everyone involved with their implantation research, they're all involved with conspiracy and attempt to murder. They're also involved in RICO and terrorism. I don't know how they're not in prison, but whoever's investigating this, clearly a fucking moron. That guy should be thrown in prison for life too, and these men and women. But they're all involved in attempt to murder and conspiracy to murder, and they've also been trying to murder me for my own ideas and IP. So look for people pretending my alternative energy ideas are theirs, their my corporate custom security ideas, my raps, my guitar songs. Look for people pretending different ideas I've created. Those people are also some of the key people involved with this attempt to murder and slow, covert, community systematized murder. Look for people stealing my ideas and data. Look for people pretending what they call material, that things I say is theirs. Those are key people. There's a bunch of fame whores also trying to pretend my life is theirs so it can be in some movie. Those are key people hiring these terrorists as well to beam radiation at me and attempt murder. So look for those people. Look for people stealing my ideas. Those are people, they're face people that pretend to be respectable, this and that, but then when no one's looking, they're hiring these radiation terrorists and neurophysiological weapons terrorists. So some of these people also hired people to murder me, and then they got blackmailed. So that's a piece of why these kids are all lying and this and that. They actually hired people to murder me, and then now they're all being blackmailed for attempt to murder by someone. So that's another piece of this. But those guys are criminals too. They're not involved with me. They're terrorists who tried to kill me too, and are stealing money and property that's mine as well. But everyone involved with their illegal human programming research, everyone involved with their gambling ring, everyone involved with their IP theft and data theft ring, I'd say 90 to 99% are all involved with attempt to murder on me. They're pretending they're the Illuminati, but they're really not. It's an army of murderers, betting manipulators, human rights and civil rights violators, terrorists, rapists, civil rights and other human rights violators. They're involved with psychological torture, sexual torture, various forms of neurophysiological torture, Crime so severe Gandhi would kill someone. And then there's people pretending to be victims of what I'm a victim of, and those are some of the other key players involved with attempted murder. So look for people pretending they're the implanted guy when they're not. Those people are involved with attempted murder. Look for people pretending they're robbed of data that's mine who weren't. They're involved with attempted murder. So there's a lot of people pretending my data and pretending to be victims of crimes I'm a victim of, victims of gambling rings I'm a victim of. Those people are all involved with attempted murder, conspiracy murder, and hiring terrorists. Bet my life. Praise Jesus.